after this particular scene, after this hug, after the Southern Raiders, she tells him that she forgives him. You know what I mean? And it's not Zuko's fault that his dad and his nation burnt everything to the ground. He's a 16-year-old kid.
Why do you guys think Zutara is a thing?
Because it makes sense. Oh,
There we go. Here we go. Okay,
Listen,
so the floor is yours.
Bestie. I'm AO3 author owedbetter. I'm literally the third most kudos fic in the Zutara fandom on AO3. Like,
We are in the presence of royalty, and I there's not a hint of sarcasm in that. I know that like there will be some people that think I'm being sarcastic about this, but you have no idea how cool this is to me.
I appreciate it so much. It's very nice. It's like I've loved Zutara literally my entire life. I've shipped them literally since I was 11 years old. I was there from the very beginning. I was there during 2009 during the SDCC shitstorm that happened, where Zutara then changed fandoms forever. Thank you, Ariel. Zutara is the best. They from a story point narrative, they just make the most sense. They're fire and water. They're yin and yang. Like they both have the parental issues, not exactly mirroring each other, but they can relate to a certain degree. When they became friends, finally, they were the only ones who treated each other with some kind of equal respect. You know what I mean? Like, because with Sokka, Katara is always going to be his little sister. With Toph and Aang, she's always going to be this like older mother figure that they can count on to take care of them and like wash their clothes and give them food and all that, because they're 13 and 12 and like they can't take care of themselves. Zuko is the one who like stepped up and is the only one who like talked to her like she's a person. You know what I mean? Like he's the only one who like really leveled with her on a certain degree, where they would talk about their feelings, they would talk about their past and their emotions, and he's the only one who like asked about her mom, you know, like. So to that end, like, and how Zuko, like, you know, he worked to get her forgiveness. He didn't act like he deserved it. He just did the work because he cared about her opinion, and he didn't want her to hate him. He wasn't like wooing her to get her, you know what I mean? Like she wasn't a prize to be won. She wasn't an object. And whereas and on the other side of the spectrum, where Aang put her on this like pedestal, like she's his forever girl. She was the first person that he saw. She makes me happy, you know, all of these different things, and it's all about Aang. You know, never once is it considered in that Aang and Katara narrative about what Katara wants in her life, where she wants someone who's stable, she wants someone who's there, she wants someone who would also take care of her in a sense, because she can't be the one taking care of everybody forever. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
So they, to a certain degree, they're pretty much equals in a sense, because he's a prince, her dad is the chief, which in the hierarchy of things of how I'm equating it, which makes her the kind of princess to a degree. You know what I mean? I don't know, but they're like Dante Bosco literally had a line in the show where he's like, you rise with the moon, I rise with the sun, which like it woke something in me.
That's right, American. Don't hide that dragon.
Yes,
that was in season, right?
Right, from the very beginning, they have had like this journey side by side together, even if they didn't really realize it. Where Zuko was kind of in his like beginner phase, and Katara literally didn't know how to move water around, didn't know how to make a wave, and then they became masters in their own right. They became their own separate people, and if you join them together, they are complete without each other. but they like complement each other so well. Like there are some people who say that like, oh, Zuko would be too angry and they would like fight all the time. Like, have you seen them beyond book 1? Did you watch the show? Like for real? Because like after this particular scene, after this hug, after the Southern Raiders, she tells him that she forgives him. You know what I mean? And it's not Zuko's fault that his dad and his nation burnt everything to the ground. He's a 16-year-old kid. He wasn't part of any of that. And he was actively working to pay for the crimes of his father, of his whole family afterward. So it's just it makes no sense to me, the argument that they would like fight all the time, because like he has a relationship where they fight all the time in the show and y'all like that shit.
That is true. That is actually
I have
true.
so much to say.
Ano yun eh? Ang pwede mo masabi.
Replenish.
Hindi kasi totoo naman. Ang masasabi ko na lang dyan sa love team nila, yan yung literal na Magnus Haven. Kung alam
They
niyo
wrote
yung
the book on Red and Blue,
Mag-
enemies to lovers. They invented it.
Ang ano yan eh, tawag dito, yan yung Magnus Haven sa Reddit thread. Kung sa mga nanonood, ano yung Magnus Haven eh. Sila yung pinagtagpo pero hindi pinadhana.
They, there are some fan theories that they are that couple reborn. Someone in the comments remind me who those people are from the Earth Kingdom. Yeah, they did. They did invent ship weeks. You know what I mean? You know when oh, it escapes me. I shouldn't have drank. It's fine.
Hi, Drunk Joe.
You got this, Queen. You got this, Queen.
It's okay. Jin,
No.
it isn't Jin.
No. It's the couple when they were in the caves together and Aang and Katara like had to kiss in the dark. But there's a story that there's this old couple that would like had to meet Omashu. There you go. Where they are Oma and Shu reborn, kind of. There's a fan theory that goes around, and it's very widely accepted in Zutara circles, that they're there. They re-met again, reincarnation. There's so many AUs. Shout out to Zutara OPM.
I'm getting goosebumps again. Oh my goodness.
Because they just make the most narrative sense, you know. Like and Aaron Ahaz is a strong believer of Zutara. Everyone was rooting for Zutara except Bright, who are Mike and Brian.
Mhm.
And it always like sparks up. It always is. She's like, you know, Zutara is that girl. When official accounts need a little bit of engagement for their social media profiles, they just tweet about Zutara. Then they watch the comments flood in and they get that sweet engagement. Because no matter what you say, no matter what you do, Zutara is going to be that girl. Zutara is going to be the one that's going to be talked about.
Or if you want to be hated by the community, just say something negative about Zutara.
No, because the people who make the most noise about Zutara are the people who hate it.
Right. Oh, I remember now, Jonah. There were two people in the party that we met. They were talking about how Aang and Katara were perfect for each other. And then you stepped in, you talk about no, and then I backed you up. And then I was like, oh shit, we're the same. And then,
Is this why we're friends?
yes. Oh my god. Okay. It was after all the games and stuff. And I
The
was
games
just
that I
beginning
won.
to drink.
Thank you.
Mhm. Oh my goodness.